We're going to see much drier weather here in the short term as we go into the weekend. The big story will be the hot and dry weather. That heat wave cranks up next week. Several days, yes, at triple digits, which is not something we see all the time, Michelle. I know people think we do. We really don't. We've only seen 2 since 2015. That was back in 2022 and one time last year. So it's been a while since we've seen heat like that. Drier weather, though, very few rain chances the next couple of days. So tonight is comfortable. Tomorrow, we start slowly turning up the thermostat, if you will. Temperatures in the low 90s tomorrow, still relatively dry. It's going to get a lot worse as we go into Sunday and especially next week as this heat dome sits over us. The thing about heat domes is they kind of have this positive feedback loop where they continue to build and create more heat. So every day it gets a little bit warmer as we go along. So Monday through Thursday, we want you to stay weather aware, potentially big time heat, especially in the peak heating of the day. So think 1 to 6 or 7 p.m. It's going to feel like it's 103 pretty much every afternoon, and the air temperature pretty close. Drink plenty of water, frequent breaks. You can work around this. You just got to plan differently. Try to do things earlier or later. Take more breaks, take more water with you. Those are the kind of things you're going to have to do all of next week. So our impacts today were pretty medium. Tomorrow they'll start to ramp up to the medium to high range, especially around some of the urban areas. Sunday, notice most of the major impacts around us. And then Monday, we start to see some of the extreme impacts, especially around Raleigh and the Charlotte area. That will just expand as we go into Tuesday and Wednesday. So you're going to see extreme heat conditions and likely heat advisories. This weekend, I wouldn't be surprised if an excessive heat watch is issued at some point, or extreme heat watch because of this. Temperatures, again, near 100, but it'll feel like 103, 106, 106. That's with the humidity. It won't take much to drive up those heat indices. And just to give you an idea of how rare it is to see 100 around here, 2015, you go back then, we had 5 of those that summer, but none in 2016, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Then 22, we had 1. None in 2023. Then last year on July 5th, we got up to 101 last year. So we're probably going to have at least 1 this week, maybe multiple, as the heat dome sits over us really for most of next week and into early July. A cool down now would be low 90s. That's why this weekend you should enjoy it, because it's going to be somewhat comfortable compared to what's heading our way. You see that 20% chance. Yeah, there could be a couple pop-up storms in the mountains and foothills, but for the most part, it's going to be few and far between. Another thing to keep in mind, if you're outside, it's hot. The mosquitoes love this. They are going to be going crazy, so be prepared for a lot of mosquito activity. So your weekend forecast, low 90s tomorrow, mid 90s as we go into Saturday. Very little in the way of rain chances. Here's your 7-day forecast. Look at those temperatures. Upper 90s to near 100 Monday through Thursday. It's cooler technically Friday, Saturday in the mid 90s, but it stays hot right through next weekend.
Oh, so brutal.